Here comes Big Daddy Kugath in the night sky, ready to stomp out the haters. And those haters happen to be in wagons, these war wagons. Harrison versus Iskandar. Harrison running. Looks like Kugath has finally found his throne in this new DLC. Nurglings, all these lovely little abilities. Surprised about the Arcane Conduit. But also, yeah, looking at the build, Kugath, Plague Bears, Bubonics, no Pestigors, and here we go, Iskandar. Gelt, being unsummoned. Now, on foot, with no abilities, no spells, nothing, Gelt is 350, so Iskandar is really just trying to pay for a bunch of units. Yeah, they'll take a debuff, I think, but that debuff's only going to be for a few seconds before the fight really begins, and they're all ranged units, so unless they get charged really hard and Iskandar's not paying attention, I don't see how he'll lose anything here. And these are all grenade launchers, so any infantry coming in could be a problem, but those infantry have wings. Now with the update to the Chaos Freeze is going to be lovely, lovely, lovely Chaos Freeze. I love this. Nurgle's looking good. Bombardments, Furies, all that. Just straight up. It's just a good time to be a Chaos player, alright? I know everyone's popular with all the Empire, but you know what? With all their cheeky little abilities, look at that. Look at those poor defenseless Marauders being shot by these grenade-launching cowardice Empire Outriders. All because they aren't good enough to fight one-on-one. Get some knights, get something. Get some heavy armor, do something. But yeah, that's not how the Empire rolls, so we're gonna watch this. I'm sorry, I'm just enamored by how technical this is. The micro from the War Wagons, the Outriders, and the Furies, Kugath trying to just bombard his way in, slowly trying to grind into this lane. It looks like Harrison's gonna eventually make a move onto Iskandar's home objective. He's already triple capped, so there's no fun there. He's got 3 units off the side, bit in the forest, maybe gonna do some tricks into the side objective once Iskandar moves in. And it's just a back and forth between the skirmishes and the Furies. Because those skirmish cav, which I believe are either Empire Knights or Knights of the Black Rose, just protecting those poor, defenseless, meager, weak Outriders. And yeah, once Iskandar forgets about him, Harrison makes his move onto that objective. And those Furies will catch those poor Outriders on the side. So it's just constant. I mean, it's really annoying to just have to, okay, no one wants to engage, cool, you're gonna shoot us in the face and never interact, fine. I mean, it's a tricky juggling of units for Iskandar for sure. Definitely shows you some skill on his end. But there's also the patience that Harrison has to play if he wants to take a solid engagement. And this really makes me think, if Furies get nerfed, will they be able to even compete at this level? I don't know. It's hard to tell. And without any ranged options of our own, and by our own, I mean Chaos, there's not much we could really do besides just shoo and screen everything away. I mean, Iskandar's up 700 already. Nothing else has really happened besides him chasing Iskandar into the Shadow Realm. Even the Knights of the Black Rose don't want to take a bad engagement, or even an engagement really. They should be able to just charge into those Marauders, though, pretty nicely and have a good time. Yeah, there are Pestigors there, but I don't know. And then here comes those exploding Nurglings from Kugath. Top of those Empire Knights, I would say? Hard to tell. Especially, yeah, could be Empire Knights. I don't think they're Knights of the Black Rose. Regardless, they are getting bombarded. And Kugath has taken his big old butt and placed it on that big fat throne. And they are just moving in. Those little Nurgling butts have to scoot Daddy Kugath in here. Finally, Iskandar has summoned his caster, his light caster. having that and the I don't really see Lightcasters too often. That spell that apparently it's a, I don't think it's a missile ability. We'll see. Now Huntsmen. I knew there were Huntsmen. I don't know where they came from though. I was wondering, like, Kugas should be shooting into him when I was watching this replay. And just like, oh yeah, Huntsman. I thought he just brought handguns, outriders, no archers for sure. Not that you really need outriders, but it's looking good so far. Iskandar is almost double the value, but he's got none of the points. He was triple capped Harrison, and now he's been pushed back to his home objective. I don't know about the war wagons. The war wagons to me seem like such a... I see them all the time, but it's such a weird thing to have war wagons. I definitely consider Iskandar a better player than me, but I don't know about war wagons here. They just seem like a strange pick. Like, what are you afraid of that you need war wagons for? They'll kill slowly over time, but that's what Nurgle wants, you know? You're slowly trying to get rid of all his infantry. Cool. You're not taking any hits, but once you run out of ammo, what do you have? A bunch of wagons with no ammunition. And by the time this all happens, you'll have replenished them. Maybe more outriders or spears or something. It's hard to tell right now. I don't know, I just don't like the war wagons. Against Kuget. Against Khorne, it definitely makes sense. Khorne will get absolutely dumpstered by war wagons. Minotaurs, Chaos Knights, the works. But there aren't really any good targets besides Kugath, and you can't really get close to Kugath with this wall of flesh just pushing him back. Especially when you have Pestigors now coming in from Vanguard. Feels so good. And even Nurglings will actually do well into war wagons, but they just have so much to deal with right now. I think war wagons are the least of their concern. War wagons still are gonna, yeah, have a hard, not a hard time, but they're gonna have a long time to kill even those pesky Furies. Empire Knight's getting caught off guard, idle there, and Harrison will make sure to capture that objective. Still, Iskandar is double the value, but none of the points. It's so strange to watch this game. Those Furies are just the saving grace so far, just chewing away those poor, so weak and meager outriders. Yeah. Thankfully, oh, and there goes Kugath, his big weakness, getting shot by everything in the world. Looks like a bunch of huntsmen, war wagons. Yeah, everything against Kugath. Will he dissipate and crumble? Let's find out. Fleshy Abundance is a thing, and it looks like it's about to drop. Yep. Kugath's gonna take all that damage, and while he's doing that, Harrison's gonna move the front line up. Perfect time to do it. While they're moving up, he's moving up, and Kugath is healing up. He's gonna be back to 10,000 in no time. Man, he has so much health, I forgot, and he's already gonna hit his healing cap soon, so it is what it is. Man, I missed Kugath so much. Him and Scarbrand have to be my favorite legendary lords. No, oh, yeah, they're up there for sure. Him, Scarbrand, Archaon, and Be'lakor. If you're noticing a theme here, you're welcome. There should be a greenskin one. I want to say Grimgor, but Grimgor, he kind of sucks. In campaign, for sure. As for multiplayer, it's sad. We need better orc legendary lords, in my opinion. Azag's pretty good. I like him, but he's definitely not a fave. But anyways, back to this game. Look at the carnage, the bombardment, the explosions, the pest, the disease. These poor chaos units getting bullied by these pesky and pathetic Empire units who can't have the balls to fight face to face, who have to shoot you from a mile away and call themselves heroes. You cheeky cunts. And Kugath will return the favor by throwing in nothing but a vial of putrid puke at you. The war wagons ran out of ammunition. Good use of them, though, to try to capture everything over on the home objective Harrison's, but That's not gonna cut it. We got Empire Knights, maybe? Maybe Knights of the Black Rose? Plague Toads being called in. I don't know about Plague Toads, really. I mean, having 1 or 2 is not too bad, but being summoned right now against Spears, I don't know if that's the case. Or that's the call. Now I want to say Harrison is down 2,000 value, but when you have a bunch of missile units shooting Kugath for a good couple seconds actually, probably 20 seconds because that's how long Fleshy lasts, and he just heals it all back up, plus hitting the healing cap on top of that, I want to say this is actually quite even, because if you don't kill Kugath, all that ammunition's really just wasted. And Kugath is going to hold on to the home. Iskandar has a lot of points to catch up with. Matter of fact, he needs a triple cap. Good cast on the light. Problem is, those Outriders can't shoot, but he did slow down the Furies. But there's so many coming in to distract the Outriders and push them back. And yeah, the infantry from Harrison can now just run freely back into Iskandar's home objective, provided that Kugath can give that support, which he will slowly go back. Toads versus... Oh, they were Knights of the Black Rose, so they will beat back Furies, the Bubonics, and with the help of the Spears and the Plague Toads. So this will probably go to Iskandar in time. But by that time, Harrison's might be able to run off with this game. Chaos Warhounds, with all the Furies, I don't think you need Chaos Warhounds. I think I would have just rather taken like another Chaos Warrior or something. Maybe even Plague Drone to chase away, or the Outriders have something heavy, or even the War Wagons actually would be perfect. Outriders don't really have great shots. The War Wagons, though, could shoot into those drones, but I guess that's better than shooting into Kugath, maybe? Hard to say. I mean, 2 Toads for 1 drone, maybe? It's a weird niche matchup for the drones. Definitely not bringing Rock Knights. Rock Knights will get shot to shit. Weakness to fire. Huntsman, especially if they get hit with a... yeah. Ogres. Ogres are alright. War Wagons are still a problem for them. Yeah, it's just hard to tell. But yeah, it's looking pretty... I wouldn't say it's grim, but it's definitely tough. Kugath needs to move back to the home objective. Harrison's reinforcing back to his home as well. He's going to give up on the side, which he should do. He's still getting points, so there's no worry there. He just has to last about, what, 2 minutes? Roughly? And it looks like actually he's pushing Iskandar back to his home objective again. And pushing up the Pestigors, the Nurglings, everything, and just keeping Kugath on his home objective. Which is actually perfectly fine. Kugath just staying on the home means no infantry can ever grab it. And while the rest of his infantry are just pushing him off his home objective. I mean, look how many shots the Outriders have to do to other Outriders and Furies just to get him off. Now you also have Dogs, Spearmen, which will get beaten back by all these Pestigors, Marauders, Dogs. What is the other one? Plague Bearers. So it's all good. I really don't see how Iskandar can really come back. I think that's going to be a GG. We're gonna fast forward here soon, but let's watch. I mean, it is the Empire. They're pretty popular. I don't mind watching the Empire run away. It's a good time for everyone, right? cheeky Empire players. Yes, Furies. This is what we needed. Good old Furies, able to chase and catch and keep shooting annoying skirmishes close at bay, and never, ever, ever, ever able to shoot. My kind of time. Yeah, it's such an awkward position where you have Furies that don't know what they want to jump on because they're running out of ammunition, or the opposing enemy runs out of ammunition. Yeah, get them, Furies. Slap those skirmishes. And that's it. That's all, folks. Iskandar's going to tap out soon, and we'll call it there. Alright, let's go look at the bad. GG's Iskandar, GG's Harrison. That was definitely a solid game I enjoyed. Not just because Empire lost, but it was actually interesting. Kugath definitely paid for himself. Plague Bearers just got dumpstered. Everything got dumpster. Hugath was the key to that build. Empire Knights, I don't know about Empire Knights here. Really, I don't really think Empire Knights really fit here. Yeah, one Pestigore really paid for itself. And the Furies were fine. All fine. Perfectly balanced. All the Knights did pretty well on Iskandar's end. Outriders still, I think, paid for themselves. I don't even know if they got unsummoned or resummoned. Yeah, where are those Huntsmen? I saw 2 Huntsmen. I don't know if they got summoned or what. Because I don't see any. Here or in the main army either. I see just spears and hell. Yeah, just spears. Oh, there they are. I'm blind. It's alright. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you did, please like, sub, follow me here on YouTube. We're on the road to 1,000 right now. And come see me on the stream. Come play with us. Come learn. We don't just play high-level players. We have low-level for y'all who want to just try. Alright, folks. With all that said, y'all have a good one. Peace and goodbye for now.